Hello YouTube, how are you? I'm ill at the moment, so apologies for the voice and for the lack of talking that is gonna happen. We're going a bit more, we're going even more chill than we usually do. And I'm not gonna be talking as much as I usually do. So it's gonna be very, very, very chill. Hey, you seem chill. But yeah, we're carrying on building the Boba Fett helmet. We've got 2 bags left, so me being ill is actually quite helpful for this, considering it means, I now don't have to, worry, because I'm going to be doing a short stream anyway. Whereas if I was planning on doing a normal length stream, then I would have been a bit more, I don't know what I'm going to do after we build this, but we'll build this and then we'll call it there. Won't be too long a stream today. And Fugari, thank you for welcoming me on YouTube. Thank you. If there's something positive about being ill, it's the license to do nothing and not feel guilty. Yeah, that is a nice thing about being ill. Is I laid in bed until like 10 yesterday. And obviously on Sundays, I'm usually meant to clean. I'm usually cleaning on Sundays, and I just didn't do that. But I laid in bed until 10, had a shower and everything. And then got back into bed and didn't move from bed until it came to like 5 p.m. and I was like, I've not eaten anything all day, so I got out of bed to put some food in the oven, and then got back into bed immediately. So yes, that is the one good thing about being ill, is you can just sort of sit there and do nothing. But yeah, apart from that, being ill sucks. And it's annoying, because I was only ill like 2 months ago. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had COVID for a second time a couple months back. I don't think I have COVID now, or at least if what my friends are telling me, then I don't have COVID. Because basically I've just caught what they all caught when they were on holiday in Zante. Because they all got ill when they were out there, and then obviously one of the guys that went out there was my flatmate, and he came back and infected me. Not fun. But hey ho. The most frustrating part of it all is that I bought myself lots of chocolates and snacks and treats and stuff to eat over the weekend, and because I felt so shit, I've barely eaten any of them. That was not fun. But hey ho. But yeah, apart from that, it's been all good. I wasn't planning on doing much yesterday anyway, regardless of whether I was ill or not, so... Well, I mean, I did have to cancel some plans, but, whatever. Wasn't really that fussed about the plans anyway. And, today I had to tell my mum that I was ill. Not out of choice, mind you. Not out of choice. I told her because I was meant to be seeing my parents today. I was meant to go around today so I could give my dad his Father's Day stuff. And then I messaged my mum this morning being like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not dropping off. I'm not coming around tonight. And I figured it was probably just easier if I just told her why. Because I know what she's like. She would have been like, oh, why not? You don't love us. You don't want to give your dad his present, whatever. So I was just like, yeah, I'll just tell her the reason. I'll just tell her that I'm ill, so I'm not going to be coming round. And then she immediately told me off. She told me off for being ill. She gave me a lecture for being ill. She said I shouldn't, well, she said my immune system is very weak. I was like, alright, thanks. Not particularly helpful or relevant to what I was saying, Mum, but alright, thanks. Thanks for your input on telling me off for having a bad immune system. Even though literally all of my friends are also ill. So, I guess their immune systems are not good either. Everguard says, because of my anxiety disorder, I have quite a lot of days when I don't do anything because of the mental block. I can't quite explain myself. The funny thing is doing the exact same nothing while I had the Ronas, but guilt-free, was incredibly refreshing. Yeah, to be fair, the most free that I've ever felt in the past year, or the past two years even, sorry. I can't remember the first time I caught COVID. Oh no, it was in the past year. Yeah, I've caught it twice in the past year, I think. But yeah, the most free that I've felt in the past year or two has been the 2 times that I've caught COVID. It was like, everyone was sort of like, oh, that sucks, and you know, everyone at work was understanding. They were like, oh yeah, take as much time as you need off, take as much time as you need. I was like, yeah, you fucking goddamn right that I will. Goddamn right that I will. Even today, with like a normal undisclosed illness, I think it's just like a cold or whatever, like a flu. Even today, someone, I was speaking to a manager at work about something random, and I told them that I was feeling a bit under the weather. And they said, oh, well, why didn't you just take a day off sick? And I was like, well, because it's not that bad. He was like, yeah, but still, you know, you need to take a day off if you're not feeling 100%. And it's just nice to be able to, obviously I haven't done it, but I thought about it, I was like, oh, maybe I could just do that. Maybe I could just take a random day off for illness. It's something that I'm just so not used to even considering, is to just take a day to just do nothing, even when I am ill. But yesterday was very much needed. To be fair, with the times that I've been ill in this year alone, in this past year, they've usually been at pretty good times. Like, I remember when I caught COVID this year, it was just after I'd moved in. It was just after I'd moved in, and I'd had quite a lot of my stuff set up by that point. Oh no, it wasn't just after I moved in. It was after it was like a couple weeks after I'd moved in, and I'd had like my TV in and everything, so I was all set up basically. And then I had COVID, and so I was able to just sit in my room. And it was like just before the weekend, and I don't even think I had like one day off of work, 'cause it was literally the Friday night that I started to feel rough, and then I just basically had the whole weekend to just do nothing. And then I ended up feeling fine by the Monday. And then yeah, with my schedule now at work, I only go into the office on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So I was quite lucky having my worst day of it. Well, hopefully my worst day of it. being on a Sunday. Because even now, as I'm recovering, I don't have to actually be in the office, which is quite lucky. Regardless, for a moment I thought you were going to say, why didn't you just get better? Well, see, at my old job, that's what I would have expected them to say, is, well, why don't you just get better, Prem? Come on. Because my old job was not very good when it came to stuff like this. But my job now is like, yeah, sure, take as much time as you need off. We don't, doesn't affect us, sort of thing. Well, they're like, it does affect us, but we'll find someone to do the stuff that needs to be done whilst you're away. Avgara says, now that you've lived on your own for a while, how is it? Well, not on my own, but lived away from my parents. Yeah, I really, really, really like it. It's very enjoyable. It's really nice to just be able to do my own thing whenever I want it and not have to worry about, parents and whatnot. It's nice to have my own schedule and to make my own food. Fuck. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's nice to have my own schedule and to do whatever I want whenever I want it, basically. It's really, really nice. There's not really that many things that I miss about living at home, if I'm to be perfectly honest. Like, everyone's always like, oh yeah, I miss having food made for me all, and having someone doing my washing and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I guess, maybe. Like, there are times that I go, it'd be easier if I didn't have to think about what I were to cook myself. But it's not really that much of a hassle. It's just, all the benefits far outweigh all of the drawbacks. But it's just really nice. It's just really nice to not live with my parents anymore. And I don't have to worry about, constantly keeping an ear out for someone. Because, in my parents' house, my mum could just burst into my room at any moment or shout for me to come downstairs or something and do whatever. I don't have to worry about that shit now. I'm just like, yeah, I can have headphones in the whole day and not worry about it. Like, that's by far one of my favorite things about moving out, is I can have my headphones in the entire day and not even think about it. Like, if I had my headphones in at my parents' house, I would have to basically make sure that I always have my phone on me, just in case my mum is trying to contact me or whatever. Because obviously what she would do is she would shout for me a couple times, realise that I have my headphones on, and then she would message me or like call me or something. And it usually wouldn't even be for anything important. It'd just be to say, oh, can you come downstairs and do this for me? Can you do that or whatever? Although the one thing I will say is, because of that, and because of my lack of discipline with this sort of stuff, it means that most of the time the saucepans and stuff are a bit more difficult to clean because I don't have the discipline that my mum has, where she immediately washes everything up as soon as it's dirty. I cannot do that. I always just leave it for a bit, and I'm like, I'll come back to that when I can be bothered. And then by that I mean I'll come back to that the next morning. That's the one thing that I've noticed that I'm sorely lacking, is good dishwashing etiquette. Figara says, I remember I liked so many things, but the laundry got really old really fast. And I do still enjoy living away from my parents, even though they are very lovely, privacy-respecting people. See, I think that's where the difference is. I think that's where the issues are. I think that's why I much prefer what I've got at the moment, is because, you know, bless her, my mum, just being Asian, doesn't really get the concept of privacy. She never has. Living with a mate, I've never had to lock the bathroom door once. At my parents' house, I used to lock the bathroom door every single time that I went there. Even if it was just to wash my hands or wash my face, I would have to lock the bathroom door, just because I knew what my mum was like. Yeah. My mum, typical Asian mum, just doesn't really respect privacy, but that's fine. Not the end of the world, but it was quite annoying. My bloody back. Recently, I've been really fancying watching, rewatching, Breaking Bad. I've really been wanting to rewatch it, but I'm gonna wait until Better Call Saul is wrapped up, and then maybe in a couple months' time after that, I then might do a rewatch of the whole thing. It's quite funny in the flat, like every couple minutes, there'll just be a random cough from either me or my flatmate, from where we're both ill at the same time. There'll just be one of us coughing at any given moment. And I said that because I could just hear him cough. And you can tell that what I've got at the moment, that my friends had, you could tell that it's pretty rough, because my flatmate has like a really good immune system. Like he didn't catch COVID when I had it, when we first moved in. I had it for like a week, and he was just completely fine the entire time. I was like, this fucking brick just didn't catch COVID at all when I had it. And yeah, so the fact that he's ill now, and he's like really badly ill as well, it's like grim. When I saw that he was ill and that he was struggling, I was like, fuck's sake. Now I'm gonna have a really bad illness as well. Thankfully, mine's not been that bad so far. Hopefully it stays like that, but we shall see. We shall see. But he's been having a bad go of it. Figaro says, do you rewatch stuff a lot? Not really, no. It's like a thing that I've said previously, is I don't really, watch a lot of TV or movies or anything. With my free time, I'd much rather play video games as opposed to watching anything. So I don't really rewatch stuff that much. But I will still rewatch things if I do fancy watching a TV show, but but I don't want to watch a new thing. The main things that I rewatch are Breaking Bad, BoJack Horseman, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and Community. Those are the main things that I rewatch. And obviously it all depends on how I'm feeling. Whenever I'm in a mood to rewatch something. Like if I'm feeling anxious or depressed, then I'll rewatch BoJack Horseman. Or if I want to just, watch a good show, then I'll rewatch Breaking Bad. Or if I want to watch a happy show. To be fair, I'll usually rewatch Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Community if I want to build Lego off stream. Or take Lego apart off stream. That's what I was doing when I was taking everything apart just before moving. I would stick on Brooklyn Nine-Nine in the background, and then I'd just take apart a bunch of my sets. So I usually watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine when I'm building or taking apart Lego. Avgar says, I everything. I rewatch movies and shows, replay games, re-listen to audiobooks. It's borderline problematic. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You know what your tastes are, you know what you like, and you want to, not disappoint yourself by watching or listening or playing things that you know that you won't like. That's what I'm like, to be fair. It's the reason why I don't do too much new stuff is because it's like, if I know that I may or may not like this, then what's the point? Whereas if I know that I like this thing already, then yeah, of course I'd do it again. It's like when you go to a restaurant. What's that? Squeaky Lego. Yeah, it's like when you go to a restaurant, it's like, are you gonna order a dish that you know that you like? Or are you gonna go for something a bit more adventurous and then go, I'm about to spend you know, £15 on something, and I'm not sure if I'm actually going to like it or not. Or you can go, I'm about to spend £15 on something that I know that I'm going to enjoy. Oh, shit. That was me, sorry. I just see it as that, basically. Sorry about that. Sheesh. Sheesh. So I can't really do the high-pitched sheesh. Because my throat is incapable. I'm incapable today of going, you know, anything above this. Anything above this is very much hurting today. But to be fair, I do like replaying games. I don't do it as much now that I don't have as much free time. But I remember I used to replay Assassin's Creed games religiously back in the day. I used to replay those games a lot when I was younger. The guy says, not very good for the brain, but just so comfy to go for the familiar. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a nice comfort thing. Like yesterday when I was ill, I was just like, I don't want to have to think about anything for the next, like, 2 hours. Because I wanted to charge my PlayStation controller for a bit. So I was like, I'll put it on charge for like 2 hours and I'll watch a movie or something whilst I do that. And I was like, I fancy just watching something which I've seen before that I know that I like. So I was like, I'll just fucking watch Star Wars. I don't care. And it was great. It was very comforting. It was exactly what I needed. Very much what I needed yesterday. Yeah, I was just feeling really rough, and I just wanted some nice comfort food, essentially. I'll soon have played Italia Verona for the 3rd time in a row. Ah, very nice, Vigaro. That's quite impressive. Replaying games is just what I do. I often go on sprees like this. Yeah. Well, to be fair, with games, it's like you either got to replay the single player games that you have, or you've got to like play multiplayer games, and it's like that's just a lot of hassle in a different kind of way, you know? Because multiplayer games suck. And I play so many of them now as well. Like yesterday, for example, I was playing some Battlefront, some Star Wars Battlefront with my mate, and then we also played some Battlefield together as well. And we were not having a good time. Straight up, not having a good time, bro. When I started, fuck's sake. Ugh. When I started the third playthrough, Andy was like, again? And I was like, what? I still haven't gotten the bestie ending with everyone. And loaded the New Game Plus file. Exactly. Although, that is one thing that I hate about video games, is when they go, oh yeah, the best ending you have to get by completing it 2 times in a row. Unlocking everything 100% twice. I don't like it when games do that. Oh, the true ending is when you 100% everything twice in a row. I'm like, no thanks. Not for me. My throat be hurting, bro. My throat be hurting on God. I can't wait to not be ill. God. Oh, I've just realised that I've put that on wrong, haven't I? Yep. Oh no, I had put that on right. Oh fuck.
man. Oh, fighter of the night, man.
Oh, champion of the sun. Thank you very much. Vagabond Wind, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? How has your weekend been? How's your Monday been? What have you been up to? Sorry about my voice today. I'm feeling very ill. So we're taking it nice and easy, nice and slow today. Fugari says, best true endings are found when on your first playthrough you go, "Well, I'm probably not supposed to do this thing, but I'm gonna do it because it's, why is there a cutscene?" Oh yeah. Those are the most fun endings when you surprise yourself into doing the main thing earlier than you wanted to do it. See, that's why I always get really stressed when playing new games now. Because I always have that fear of, like, what if I accidentally do the right thing before I mean to do it? Then I've just lost out an hour's worth of content, you know? I forgot, it says, holy crap, that startled me. Sorry, yeah, it's been so lovely and chill here. And then suddenly just really loud sound alerts. Sorry. Should I turn them down more? Or is it just because of the fact that I'm talking a lot quieter today? You don't know. And Lou says, highly unproductive. Ooh, very nice. Those are the best types of days, though. Those are the best types of days. What specifically have you been up to that's made it unproductive? Playing lots of games? I do love a good unproductive day. Persona 3. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So that's a good day. That is a very good day. You're looking clean. Sheesh. Sheesh. Evergard says, me and my sister found the true ending of Persona 4 like that. The game even went, you don't need to do that. Do you really want to do that? And we went like, hell yes we want to do this. Now the game is just being sus. And no, it turns out the game was just trying to protect you all along. The game was just trying to protect you. I like when games do like fake endings though. When you do something that obviously you're not meant to do. The game's like, oh, you have this choice. You can either do this thing, which is very obviously what's meant to be the right thing to do, or you can decide not to do this thing. And it's presented as like a choice, but the game's obviously just going, yeah, you need to do this thing. There you go. Look at that. We've done it. Ladies and gents. We have done it. We have built Boba Fett's helmet. And he's even got his little bloop, 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 bloop. It looks nice. It looks really nice, to be fair. It looks clean AF. I mean, isn't Stanley Parable just the game about discovering different endings and seeing all the things the game was prepared for you doing? Yeah, that is true. That is a game that thrives on you accidentally finding endings to that game. The game absolutely thrives off of it. You are right. Yeah, that is that set built. We've been going for less than an hour, but to be fair, I kind of can't be bothered to like try and find another thing to do. What have I got under my bed? I don't know what else I've got under my bed. Let me see. I can't be bothered. No. I'd have to like get on my hands and knees to check the other sets I got under here, which I'm not gonna do. And Charlie, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. How's the ill little boy? The ill little boy is still ill. We're actually gonna wrap it up here. You've actually come in at the end of the stream. I know we've only been going for like 50 minutes. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the ill little boy is okay. He's not. I don't know why I'm speaking in third person. I'm not too bad. Still feel pretty rough, but it's not that bad, all things considered. Definitely feeling a lot better than I did yesterday. But yeah, I did have to cancel on going to my parents' house today. But you know, it's all good. Boo illness indeed. Oh, sorry, no need to be sorry, it's fine. I hope you enjoy your free Cafe Nero drink, Charlie. Let me know when you actually use that. You don't have to use it this week, by the way. That they're like, those codes are active for like a year. But Charlie won a free Cafe Nero hot drink just by reacting to a weekly message that I do on my Discord, where you can win a drink or a Greg's sausage roll, whichever one you fancy. I do that every week on me Discord, which if you want to be a part of, send me a message on Twitch and I'll get the link sent out to you. Yeah. Also on Discord, I've got the details of an upcoming, not a bonus stream, but it is a special stream that we've got coming up next month. The details are in my Discord, and that is the Prem do Play-Doh stream, which would be a lot of fun. You guys have been begging for it. Well, a few of you have been begging for it for ages, and I figured I might as well do it, considering I did get a nice payout from Twitch. I shall enjoy it very much. I will sip it and think of you. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you for thinking of me when you sip your drink. And I do hope you enjoy it. And Finch says, hey Prem, do you like K-pop? No, I don't like K-pop, Finch. I do not like K-pop, and I do not like Sea of Thieves either. I do not like that pirate game, Sea of Thieves. And Charlie says, and by being fabulous and the most loved by Prem, of course. Thank you. Thank you, babe. Thank you, babe. You're the best, babe. Thank you. Finch says, K-pop these nuts in your mouth. Fuck you. You can't do it 2 times. I didn't even humor it that time. I didn't even humor it, bruv. Didn't even humor it. But yeah, we are gonna wrap it up there, because yeah, like Charlie has said, I'm an ill little boy today. So I shall not be finding another set to build tonight, but tomorrow our plan. I am debating this now, but I think we should be good to do this tomorrow. Tomorrow the plan is to do some VR Minecraft, which we've not done in a while, which would be a lot of fun. Okay, Overwatch time, latest masturbator. That's fine. Thank you very much, Finch. I hope you enjoy your Overwatch time. Thank you for popping by, even if it was to just pop these nuts in my mouth. But yeah, tomorrow we are due to play some VR Minecraft. I will keep you guys updated in the Discord as to whether or not that actually happens. Depending on how I feel tomorrow. And then Thursday, we're back with some Ghost of Tsushima. I may end up swapping those 2 streams around, dependent on how I feel. And yeah, that's the schedule for this week. And yeah, YouTube, thank you very much for popping by. And guys, if anyone here wants to watch these streams without the faff, I know some of you stand by the faff, but if you don't want to watch the faff at the beginning of the streams, head over to YouTube where these where these VODs are uploaded faff free. And YouTube, thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Bye bye.